All right, we know many of you watching are responsible for children, parents, grandparents. Well, yesterday's tragedy in Texas creates yet another difficult conversation of how to address it all with your kids. Teacher 11's Frederick Price shows us tonight, while it may seem uncomfortable, experts say it's important to simply talk to your children.
I'm scared to death every time I drop my child off at school in the mornings.
The tragedy in Uvalde, Texas Tuesday is one every guardian fears.
Why? Why would somebody do that?
But that fear became a reality for Stephanie Stringfellow last year.
Whenever my son texted me and said, "Mom, I just heard gunshots," and I didn't believe him.
Her son, an 8th grader at the time, was just one classroom away from an active shooter in his school.
That day will be etched in my mind forever.
That horrific memory turned into a learning lesson. Stringfellow says she makes it her business to talk with her son every day about his day at school.
They are kids. They have mental health just as well as adults do. They need to talk.
In our busy lives, it is easy to forget to have that simple conversation with your kid. But licensed counselor Christina Allen says it's so important.
Pose a question, like ask them, well, how do you feel or what do you think? And let them lead the conversation.
She also says pay attention to a shift in behavior when your child experiences a traumatic event. As adults, we tend to compartmentalize, but children also need healthy ways to cope.
I think a lot of times kids act out, so they may get upset with you and you may not understand why. They may throw little tantrums depending on the age of the child.
Finally, take a moment and make sure you are mentally well.
When you keep having these recurrent thoughts or memories or experiences, that's a sign of some trauma right there.
Address it immediately, she says, and talk to someone. That's worthy advice Stringfellow follows in her journey of parenthood.
Because you want to talk to your child about everything in life, because it'll stick with them. It will.
In Little Rock, Frederick Price, THV 11 News.
And we also share this advice that people should take breaks from TV and phones. Strange to hear from the TV news, but it's extremely important to have a moment of peace and relax.